Hi everyone, so I'm finally back and I've been blasting the Archnemesis League for a few days. I started a bit late on Monday and now we have been blasting for a few days. I have my League starter character here, a Deadeye Lightning Arrow, level 92. So it has been going pretty well, just finished the Atlas, have cleared the new bosses and all that stuff. And now I'm working on finishing the last things here that I left to do, like the Void Stones and all the favorite slots. And I want to talk a little bit about my Atlas strategy that I have been using because I think it has been really successful so far. So this is my Atlas tree, it looks like this. And first of all, I want to highlight that you don't have to follow this exact strategy and you should mostly just focus on the league mechanics that you enjoy the most. But there are some things on the tree that can help you out a lot on pretty much any character and just kind of help you cheat your way into higher tier maps quite easily. And this is most importantly the shrine stuff and also one of the nodes from Niko, which is the Pact with Energy. So you see this here, this is only 2 points that I have spent to get Pact with Energy, and this gives you +1 all max ally res and 35% damage and 50% move speed per sulphite vein you have clicked in a map. So what I am doing when I'm mapping is I just take a Scarab and I literally throw this into every single map I do on the higher tiers. So I just bought 100 of these Scarabs. There were half a chaos each or something. And essentially you get free max res, you get lots of move speed and 100% damage. So it just makes the overall farming experience and the bossing and stuff in T60 maps much smoother, especially when your build is not really that great yet. The overall investment of my character is not exactly high. So I have been league starting with this and I have been just grinding up basic items. Most of these cost maybe 10, 20. The most expensive item was my Azanas Chant with I think 35C. So this is basically the state of my gear here. And Lightning Arrow is not exactly a super powerful build, but it is fine. And it has been going pretty smooth thanks to this extra power I gained from the passive tree without really any investment. This is 2 points. And similar, I also have taken all the shrine stuff here. So if you click on this, you see there's the shrine nodes here, towards the center and the right side. And you get a lot of nice buffs from those with Domination on the map device, which makes you spawn 3 additional shrines. So first of all, you get a bunch of extra monsters on the map. That's nice. And you also have increased duration of shrine effects. So here is 75% duration already. And then you have a chance for additional shrines. You have increased shrine effect. And so you get 50% shrine effect there. You have more monsters. And then you have more shrines again and the chance for the Corvides shrine that gives you extra quantity and stuff. So this is also kind of nice for just extra loot. So if you are pathing anywhere close to those shrine nodes, it is actually really useful. And together with those free shrines that you can get from Domination on the map for just free chaos, you can get something like 4 or 5 shrines per map and have double shrine buffs, because each time you click one, you get 2 of them at once. So you get one that you click and a random one, and this gives you insane power. So sometimes you just go ham, especially when you get an acceleration shrine, but there's also the resistance shrine, which is really nice. So that immediately sets you to 90 all res. Then you have the massive shrine that gives me almost 2k extra life and a bunch of other things that just make you more tanky and able to clear the maps more easily. And they last a minute and a half or so. So here's an example of a map that I had completed yesterday. So it's just something I recorded. And I had a T16 strand map here and it had a delirium mirror right at the start. And you can just see how powerful this was with a Niko sulphite node here right at the start. And then you start stacking up those shrines and you start ramping. And even with the delirium active, I had no trouble completing the map quite easily with my maybe 2 exalt character here or so. So I'm gonna fast forward this here a little bit. So you can see I have already 2 of those Niko nodes. And it's just this little lantern buff there. And then I stack up the shrines here. And some of those shrines don't really do that much. You have the freezing shrine and the lightning pulses and these kind of things. But it is a bit of nice extra stuff. And then you have also, for example, the skeletons here. So I keep spawning skeletons all around me that actually tank for me, so I don't get hit with my character, which is useful. You see my life is way increased already. You can get extra armor, evasion. Yeah, it's just overall really nice stuff. Even if you don't get the big shrine, like the acceleration shrine. But if you get that, you're just zooming right through the rest of the map essentially in like a minute, and you are done. So this is really nice. Here's also an Omniphobia that I was just blasting down here. Not super fast, but it works. And yeah, then we have like the rest of the map, and you see this was done in, I don't know, like 3 minutes or so, the entire map with full delirium. And I think I managed to get like 50 splinters, bunch of orbs. So this was a really juicy map here. And this was not even, you know, super crazy, like, you know, with breaches or abyss or anything. So it could have been even better. The good part is you can use this on pretty much any build. There's no requirement for this. You just like pick up some of the shrine nodes, you get a bunch of extra monsters, you get a bunch of buffs, and it just speeds up your clearing. Even though you're missing out on value of another league mechanic that might give you some more loot. For example, you know, a lot of people like the harbingers or whatever. So yeah, you have to drop something for it, but you have a lot of points anyway once you start completing like the entire atlas. So I don't think it's really that important. And I didn't even want to deal with most of the other league mechanics for now. So this is what I chose, and it just makes the especially league start much smoother because you have so much extra power at essentially no cost. Those 3 chaos you spend for the domination craft on the map device is probably gained back, you know, almost entirely every single time, just from the extra monsters and the extra juice. And the same with the Niko Scarab. It just speeds up your run so much, it costs like half a chaos. So, you know, I just bought a bunch here for like half an exalt, and I'm done for a day or two. So nothing really to worry about. One extra thing I want to highlight here is also the Gull, which I have been running earlier, but I have switched away from it to Asenath's Chant because I simply realized I need more single target damage, and this helps out a great deal. But especially for the lower maps, and you have the shrine stuff, you also get here the lesser shrines, and those lesser shrines give you like a small version of these buffs. So I have this here, so you get like a bit of action speed, you get a bit of damage, a bit of armor evasion, maximum life, basically the same stuff, but it is also affected by those shrine effect nodes, so that, for example, when you get this lesser resistance shrine, you have like a 1 minute of like +5 maximum res or something, so stuff like this, and it is also quite useful. So you just spawn like a little thing when you kill something, you click it, and you can stack up like 4 or 5 of these buffs, so most of the time you have most of them. And on top of this, you also buff the main shrines that are on the map even further with increased effect and increased duration. So they last like close to 2 minutes, I think. And it is also pretty amazing for mapping at least. So if you can stick this thing into your build, it is dirt cheap and has a bunch of decent stats for most builds. So you can just use that and get even more out of this Tyrannergy, especially when your boss damage is already good. So this was actually really nice for extreme zooming. So that's also it for this video. So I'm having a ton of fun with the new passive tree. Definitely going to be experimenting with this. Also probably trying to swap to some other boss farming methods, make some other builds. But yeah, we'll see. For now, I'm in grinding mode. I need to get some exalts and, you know, get some of these like items replaced that are pretty terrible here. And yeah, we'll see how it will continue. So hope you enjoyed this little video here. Hope it helps you. Hope you're having a great time in Archnemesis League. I certainly do, and I'll see you guys next time.